send large massive armies to attack their enemies or adversaries. But now, enemy countries no need to step even a single foot into their enemy's country's border. Because of the newfound weapon, the iconic missile, from the Germany's V2 missile in World War II to our modern day missiles, the hypersonic, and to the Saturn II ballistic missiles of Russia. We are going to talk each of them. Right now, we are going to talk about the history, and we are going to do the types and like how their advancement has been made. History. Missiles were not first created because the use of missiles in all trips were non-existent, because there were no high-flying helicopters or machine guns that were attached to the sky that shoot them. So the missiles were basically not equivalent. But the new form, as the advancement of humankind has developed, like airplanes, planes, and the need to make flying, exploding objects has been made. And the country to make the first ballistic missile was Germany's V2 rocket, which is a ballistic missile. This is how their first missile. As soon as Germany made these missiles, other countries wanted them too. So they slowly began building this missile and led to the three types of missiles. And dancing missiles, but it is basically hypersonic missile, but few quotes, so we are going to talk about slightly about them. Now let's start from cruise missiles. Cruise missiles are low-flying missiles that does not use water rocket fuel and stay close to the ground, which are and these missiles are very effective. But the thing is, they can be easily intercepted by ground-based defense system like Patriot or THAAD. But then we go to the complete opposite, ballistic missiles, which are basically internal opposite. Instead of a missile traveling from here to here, the ballistic missile travels from up and goes from down. It is called intercontinental ballistic missile that travels from continents. These missiles are very strong. They can also categorized by nuclear weapons by the new advancement. These are very effective nowadays, but only superpower countries have the most. That's why ballistic missiles are not the most produced missiles. But now we go to hypersonic, which basically are cruise missiles that fly in much higher altitude, not as like ballistic missiles just travel out to space, but basically like low flying planes. And these uses, that thing is, they travel so fast. Mach, they travel in Mach. Mach is basically the how many times light it travels faster than sound. So it travels Mach 5 sometimes. That's how they invade defenses, because they're so freaking fast. That's how they're doing that. And that's why it is almost impossible to intercept these hypersonic missiles. Now we are going to their advancements. In the start, I told about Saturn II Russian rocket, and this is how it works. Because newfound nuclear weapons are made, the thing is, these missiles, this Saturn II missile carries nuclear weapons, which is already a big investment. But the thing is, they are so large and they are so fast. They basically can travel from Russia, Moscow, Russia, to Washington DC or New York in 30 to 25 minutes, and that's how fast they go. And sometimes they can also does not have one nuclear bomb or two nuclear bombs, not even 5, not even 10. They carry 15 to 10 nuclear bombs, which is basically, if you know one nuclear bomb can destroy one city, basically it can destroy almost major cities in America. That's why this is such a dangerous weapon. That's why all the Western countries are facing it, and basically made it because that NATO basically did its own missile tests and launched things. That's all. And the cool thing about missiles is that they are the most common weapons used now, which is also dangerous, and can also, missiles could be used in a good way, like our making missile fuel, making high flying rockets, to make our humanity unite and stop making one. Bye.